Welcome back to Disco, guys. So, a lot of revelations last time as we were going back and forth between Titus and Clashy. We learnt about Lely. I think it's Lely. It's from Lelyshov, is where he gets his name from. It's not his actual name. The Crenel soldier, they'd had a kind of drug-fueled relationship with each other over several months since she's been here. We found out that she's hiding here. She's like a fugitive from the Morrillington because she was like someone who got paid to do like corporate espionage, or it was industrial espionage, but that would be the same as corporate, right? Corporate industrial espionage. It closed one company down, damaged the reputation of another, so she's wanted for doing that. And yeah, we need to find out the involvement of the hardy girl, who turns out is called Ruby, which is what we're going to go and talk to Titus about now. Problem is, though, I've only got £2. I've got two real to my name. So we're going to be pulling an all-nighter, it seems. I don't know how that's going to work. Can we still analyze the... Yeah, we can analyze the window.
It's pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it.
Another
Light
83.
from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
How many 80? I've missed so many 83s. It's becoming a bit of a joke. The last one was drama as well, and I could have buffed that with clothing, which is stupid of me. What else buffed? Visual calc. Felt like there was one more thing that did. Yeah. Oh, we are looking professional, except for the gloves, obviously. This should be like 100 now.
Pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp, golden light, melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired.
Sorry if I sneeze a bit. I think I'm getting the start of hay fever, which is a tragedy.
The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where exactly does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Right. So obviously it couldn't have been shot from where the boring bureaucrat was. Not at the right angle. It's been shot from like point blank range. Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Scary, man. The deep dark. Have a look at point A, the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be a gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
Yeah. So I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belma-grave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here, Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
And the contrast of light would have made it even harder to see out in the dark, right? Could the shot have come from inside the room, a closer point? Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof? Could there have been another point of origin further away? Could the shot have come from inside the room?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Yeah. Are there any arguments against the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Good point. Could there be another point of origin?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Yes.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Okay, let's look at the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Land's End?
1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
The islet. The islet. I'm sure that's supposed to be islet, not islet.
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kimmy, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime the boardwalk, B double prime Land's End, B triple prime the islet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
I mean, Ruby could have something to do with this in a more direct sense. She could have had a problem with Lely, there you go, with Lely. She could have had a problem with him. It just seems convenient that Ruby was right downstairs immediately afterwards, and had a complete plan ready to help repurpose the body, right? And if she'd just been on the roof here to do the deed, And I'm just going to check if that's reopened the drama check with Clashy. There's how many? Well, I've got 3 more loading screens to get back downstairs.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Damn it! I've not got a skill point, have I? No. The only saving grace with this is I do want to put points into drama, so... Sweet. Right, let's go talk to Titus. I don't know what we're going to do tonight, because I don't know how... I suppose a different part of the town might be a bit livelier at night than this industrial part of Martinez. Because I think the only way I'm going to get some money is if I go and ask people, and it might be too late to ask some people. We could still ask Joyce. We obviously have to be careful what we tell Joyce, because if we tell Joyce the whole truth, it's going to get Clashy in trouble, right? Come on, Kimmy. Oh, the music's pumping. Yeah, we need to check these places. Oh, that's reopened. It'll probably reopen after some time. Unless something happens to Clashy. That's my worry here, is that something's going to happen to Clashy in the meantime. She's going to try and... I know she said she's got nowhere else to go, but she might try and run somewhere else in Martinez. No, everyone's still here. Wonder if our partner's got anything new to say.
Again? I can't believe...
No, never mind. I guess we've lost the place in like a kind of state of permanence. Right, Titus, who's Ruby?
It's you again.
Yes, again. We should get enough XP for another level up here. I talked to Clashy. Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
He leans back and regards you with curiosity. Because she's your real leader. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer. I've seen her in a laudanum-induced delirium. The paranormal instinct whispers her name into my ear. Look, I need to pin this on someone, and I've decided to pin this on her. I suspect she killed the victim, that's why. A civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby. She's a suspect in another case I'm investigating, drug smuggling. I mean, are they going to be that concerned about a civil war? I think they should be. I don't think we need to challenge his ego too much now that the truth has come out, right? I think we've kind of established the hierarchy of this kind of discussion or relationship, whatever, with the Hardy Boys. A civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pick Ruby.
No.
Well, not on my watch you won't.
Like a good little subordinate there, Titus.
Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory.
Legalese.
I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
You've only been here for about 12 hours.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back.
What have we got? We've got our logic boost on already, right? This is going to be a tough check to pass. Yeah, logic with the glasses. From the shirt. I don't think I've got anything else. Sorry, I know you probably see me go over these a million times, but... Oh. So well, that's going to be what, 35%?
It's you again. What is it?
$42. I'm down with that. Do you like my hat, Titus? Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it. Oh no, we'll be able to boost this by finding other things out. Yeah. If we find more evidence that links Ruby to this, we should be alright. Ruby was the organizer of the hanging. She's also missing, but the Hardy Boys will be tight-lipped about her location. You need to get them to open up. Have you fully explored the whirling, analysed the site of the murder, truly and thoroughly interrogated Clashy? All this might make convincing them easier. Titus doesn't believe Ruby shot the hangman. Present a theory, make him see it's something to consider. Fully explored the whirling. Alright. Let's get this silly hat off and put an even sillier one on. Right. We need to go and do that drama check, so we're going to need to investigate these sniper's nest locations. In the dark. I don't think my mic's picking up my sniffling, guys. So I hope that's not... I'm pretty... A little bit. Sorry, that's disgusting. Right. Right. Locations. Land's End, the boardwalk, and check the island. The boardwalk. Does that mean... Doesn't mean over here, does it? Does it mean here? That's the pier. Right, let's go to the new location. We've got all night after all. I can't afford to have a nice sleep. I imagine Kimmy's going to start protesting around midnight, probably. She's still reading books, obviously. Okay, now everyone's kind of out at all hours, basically. There's Sealang. Right. Land's End, the boardwalk, and the island. Well, let's just explore in general. Someone's broken down the fence and the barbed wire. Let's do some snooping. Glory, says the graffito, to the ghosts of us. Beautiful. Broken swing set. The swing's missing. No one's been here for a long time.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere. Yet someone used to live here, laugh here. Thought it was a good idea to build a swing, even.
What happened here?
In this yard?
The lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of grey swallows takes off in the distance. I mean, poverty happened from the looks of it, right?
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur, for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Block obscure, I don't know, an obscure location?
A black bloc, a part of the city left unrenovated after the war, or one that has fallen to gang violence, or has become inhospitable in some other way.
So this part of the coast is a block obscure.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe they left something useful behind.
Yes, for you to scavenge like a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and errant magnesium blisters.
Gives you a weary smile.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
Well, it comes across as nagging, Kimmy.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
We'll see. Someone's left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Birds in the birch tree. Barely audible coos come from above. Tape, smallest church in St. Sans. It's time to get the boombox activated. Am I right? Okay, that's all that's here. We'll check the music out maybe later on if we get to go to bed or get to go back to our apartment or something. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. I'm sure we've had that thought already.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position.
Great news, I found somewhere new to sleep. What would I be doing under there?
I don't know. Sleeping? What do people do under boats? This is merely a measurement from your visual cortex. Do with it what you want.
Alright, the god. We've got no soul visual calculus. I found somewhere to sleep, Kimmy.
Huh?
I said great news, I found somewhere to sleep. Under this boat here, it'll be free.
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer. I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with our investigation.
Okay.
Think of it as a salvation. You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
We'll see. The tape you found from a shack on the coast. The A side has smallest church in St. Sans written on it, while the B side is supposed to contain the instrumental version. Requires a boombox to play. Let's have a little peek. Through the broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. Okay, do we put this point into drama just for that check? We've got empathy up to 10, like I said I wanted to. Then I think I'll bump up savoir-faire to an 8 as soon as possible. Then I might just go between suggestion and composure and get them up to 8 as well. And we could probably max out drama because we've only got 2 more points to max it out. Let's have a look in here first though. Let's have a goose, Uganda, hey Kimmy. I'm not sure of the exact locations where we're supposed to be going, to be honest. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room.
It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack, with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see here, right?
Where are we, Kim?
In someone's abandoned shack. On the coast. In Martinez. In Revachol.
Thanks, Kim.
He's afraid you've forgotten suddenly.
What's with the red chair?
Nothing. It's just a piece of furniture.
He looks at the chair gathering dust.
Red paint is peeling off it. Looks like blood, no?
All right. It just kind of looks like somewhere where someone might torture someone. Here we go. Cold breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. Hey, beautiful. Postcard, Coal City, 08. I mean, I'm obviously going to prefer to keep the horrific necktie on. You're sure that wearing this tie is a statement. You're not sure what kind of statement, though. Sorry. This postcard depicts a forest of smokestacks releasing fat plumes of smoke into blue cloudless sky. The tinge of age, the colour of old teeth, gives it a sickly look. Written on the back is a single sentence, repeated twice. I got out, I got out. No addressee. Okay. Maybe we'll be using this to interrogate someone at some point. Right. Alright, so I'm probably going to put that point in drama at some point because that might lead us to learning more about the logic check with Titus. Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrubs filth from fabric. Pile of bricks. Cinder blocks charred. A makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting. The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
Is this another place to sleep?
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
Oh. Intersolary trousers. +1 to Kingdom of Conscience. Kingdom of Conscience. We've got that. So that would raise the caps for logic and volition. Okay. Tailored trousers in light brown, moderate in every aspect. They're absolutely unremarkable. In other words, perfect. So, +1 to indirect modes of taxation. That's another thought that we just don't have yet. So we need to get these shoes off. That's for damn sure. Oh, I don't want to lose any composure. Don't want to lose savoir-faire. We need some shoes, man. These kind of match this top, though, in the colour that they look there. I'll take it. You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on a bed. So we've got some fellas over there we can maybe talk to. White curtains have been drawn shut, no looking in. Quick travel unlocked. Fisherman's shacks. Quick travel? A wetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. Bit of a shanty town here. If we wouldn't have bought the tape player, we probably would have enough money by now, but... C'est la vie. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. Right, we don't want to get caught in any lengthy dialogue here, but we want to find these snipers' nests. It's locked tight. You can't see into the house from this angle. People just leaving money everywhere. What are these doing in the fish? Is this the boardwalk? This boat is floating freely in the water unmoored. Huh, haven't seen the RCM around for ages. The planks creak beneath your weight. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. Hello there, miss.
Hi, officer.
Lillian, sorry, the net picker. The woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
I have questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Net Picker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
She gestures towards the fishnets. Hi Lillian, my name's Harriet.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Point at the saber on her hip. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Hold on, do you know how to use it? It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need those tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
I like this lady. Why don't more women do this?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
True, a thin veil.
Aye. No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty of them are dangerous.
Can I borrow it?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. It would put me in an early grave.
Her eyes are smiling as her hand moves to the hilt. So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's he now?
Gone.
She means he's dead. Where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
I'm sorry.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him. Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheel spinning. Time heals all wounds in some manner.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She glances at the village where two little kids are playing with what looks like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
She needs to go on a date with another drunk, badly. Kim's presence makes it awkward, yeah. Don't know a good spot yet, explore the coast. Okay. I mean, you gotta do what the tie says, right? Oh. We need a signature. I forgot about that. I'm looking for someone, maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
A missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
What?
Two old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
The like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos.
Yes.
You get the picture.
Yeah, where'd they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
A working class husband.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. I could use some landed gentry. But apparently they don't make those anymore.
The husband's not for me. I'm looking for, you know, his wife is missing.
I wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
She seems genuinely sorry for not being able to help you.
Alright, that's it for now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Right, I'm not going to ask for a signature because I've not decided how I'm going to handle that quest. Oh, yes. Franco-Nigerian cavalry boots. So we gain 1 to perception, but we lose our extra composure. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Right, we need to find a good spot to go on our date first. Inside, you hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Hello there, miss. The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
She opens her eyes.
Then how does she know you're here?
Let's just lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble, we take care of it. We're cops, we're hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang. No, let's not say that. She's a nice old lady. We're here to help.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Me specifically, or just the RCM in general?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
Right.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
I am an ill omen, all right.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why though?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
Okay.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
I'm just gonna leave her for now because we need to go back to class year before 11 o'clock. We do have a skill point to open up that drama check, which might open up the logic check with Titus. The street sign is illegible below the graffito. Hard to see the details, the colours, all warm and welcoming, are cosy though. A flower trough where nothing really grows, maybe in spring. Book, a primer for small kids. I will talk to all these people. I just need to try and find this sniper's nest. Oh, I need the bag, don't I? Looking back at you from the rust-coloured water. You. Rust-eaten letters read Mazut. The rear tyre of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. Okay, picking up a bit of cash at least. Quick travel. So what, do we just use the map for that? Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, I don't tend to use fast travel, but the kick drum pulse, the music is coming from somewhere on the ice. A school of fish huddle around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. Before you, a drawbridge can only be lowered from the other side. Full of holes. Could the posts hide treasure? Look inside. Ooh. Alcohol. Nice. Nice. Ooh. Major hall. This is one of the locations. This is the tent, right? Must have taken a lot of patience to do this. Painted with pastels, someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. Should I have not looted them? Trash from some unending party. A pole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. More tribalistic markings. This post is covered in something. And who are you?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat?
Huh?
She looks up at you, distracted.
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
You should probably have a hat on.
So should you.
I do have a hat on. I don't have to do anything. I'm the law. You have to do what the law says. I should, and I do.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too, if you plan on staying outside in this weather.
Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
Alright. Regain authority.
Lots of feeling. Feel it up. Way up.
Oh. Oh my god, fuck the hat. Is that what you just said to me? I can't believe you told me to fuck the hat.
You're saying it really loud, but it's not coming out right. Maybe add more indignation.
So I should just take this hat I'm wearing and fuck it, right? Engage in sexual intercourse with a hat right here in front of you because you told me so. On the sea ice.
More.
Right here on the sea ice.
More.
No, puff your cheeks.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Girl's visibly shaken.
The lieutenant is watching the scene unfold before his eyes, unsure how to react.
Start jumping up and down on the sea ice, gesturing towards it with both hands, as if to say this is where it was supposed to take place.
The girl looks down, slowly curling into a ball.
That's so much regret.
That's it. You've earned it. Start crying. Life's hard.
Anyway, I can't believe you used obscenities like that in front of a police officer. And you should. Let's not start crying. Come on.
The words are stuck in your throat. All that comes out is tears pouring down your face. The young woman has kept her eyes trained on her wires, waiting for the lecture to end. But now she hears sobbing. Looking up, she sees a grown man on the wrong side of 40, his face bloated from alcohol and God knows what else. Not so quietly, crying.
This isn't really about the hat, is it?
No.
You know, you're not the only one with issues. I self-medicate. Shit. Life's a horror, you know?
There's a motherly hint to her voice.
Crying helps, though. Get it out your system. And then maybe we can talk, okay? I'll be here.
No worries. Having looked away during the final phase of your little episode, the lieutenant now addresses you.
Do you want to talk about what just happened?
If you want.
Normally, I'm opposed to discussing one's feelings, especially on duty. But I think this is an exceptional case. So, what do you think happened?
A crygasm. I experienced a minor malfunction. I'm alright now.
Glad to hear it was minor. Can you go on?
Yeah, it's my duty after all. Absolutely, superstars always get back up and try again. The end is near anyway. I might as well see this through. It's my duty after all.
Then, let's go.
So, like, seriously, what's eating you, man?
There is a hint of pity in her eyes. Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing, and she wears thick black eyeliner. Most men wouldn't call her pretty. There is a manliness to her, a coarseness.
Can we talk for a minute?
I was wondering when you would come around. What's up?
I guess there's something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
I think it's the plight of the working class. She listens intently. Everyone's just mooching off the entrepreneurial class, shackling the doers. I think it's all these foreign people taking our jobs. People just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good. I don't like any of these answers. Don't like these two. This one just seems self-righteous. greater good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you've got to make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing.
So, the thing that's got you crying in front of strangers is the slow pace of social progress.
Don't get me wrong, I'm all for slow and steady progress. I just wish more people would be a little more reasonable, that's all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, that's probably not it, is it?
No, it sounds like you just got chick issues.
Now that you mention it, I found these letters I'd thrown in the trash. They might have something to do with it.
Okay. Why'd you think that?
First, they had just the faintest scent of chewing gum on them. I could still smell it under the shit. They were written in a woman's hand, and oh boy did reading them make me not feel good.
There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she?
I can't remember.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her?
I remember her smell.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
She rubs her sides for warmth. That's a good point, dude. See, this is like Titus's language. Not Titus. Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Come to think of it, the whore could have written them to her lover. Yeah, I'm sure. Why would I have reacted so strongly otherwise?
How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
Wait, what do you mean selective memory? I think it's more about me getting so unbelievably drunk I completely erased all memory of this world. You might have a point there. Selective memory. Post-trauma, right? It does not necessarily have to be the alcohol. Yeah, you might have a point.
Yeah. Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
What is this Königstein wank?
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
Thanks for the bullshit psych thing then.
You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Yeah. What's your name?
Acel.
Acel. And your last name?
Why?
Just police questioning.
Okay, it's Berger.
Acel Berger.
A very common name.
But what are you fixing or messing with there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
She breathes on her freezing fingers. And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
And what's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Oh, okay.
Nice. You could maybe bug someone with it. Wiretapping.
And how does it work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
And where did you get it from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
What's that?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
She forgets herself for a moment.
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock.
Oh, in Jamrock?
Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
We're not going to get to go to Jamrock, are we?
Thinking about it really cheers her up. It's a long way from here, though.
Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. Who's Arno?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
She looks over you, assessing your age. Get down. It's got to be disco, though.
I don't know what that means.
Like grind?
I don't know what that means either.
It means I'm hip beyond my years, nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock, in the form of a wrecked tape player and a completely trashed hostel room. Neither do I, actually. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Get down, grind.
She breathes on her fingers, Looks like she doesn't know what to say.
You're right. Time has deserted me.
Sucks, man. Was there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps?
I've got some other questions.
Okay.
What are you doing out here?
Recording, I guess.
Recording what?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
She scratches her forehead. What happened to the headphones? And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps? Where are the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
Why?
I don't know, man.
Money?
Things. Just stuff you need for life.
Everything checks out, sire.
And what do you need them for?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music.
Okay, awesome.
They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together.
Awesome.
They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
Birth of electronic music right here. Okay.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
She looks at the recording device, the thing she thought would fill her hours with joy and escape. It's turning out to be an empty fantasy. She feels childish, very useless all of a sudden. The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible, like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill, the quivering jaw, indications of a drug high.
Take this, you're cold.
The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
The lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. Oh man, I need this hat. Now this is where a hat would come in handy. Here, you need this more than I do. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is? I had some other questions. What benefits was this hat giving me again? Here you go, Zaum.
Thanks.
She puts it on. It's a bit large for her. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
She nods towards the church.
And who are these boys?
Boys?
Yeah. Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
What?
Music stuff, mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Why not just leave some of it outside so you don't freeze to death?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold. Go ahead.
The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up.
The device is still warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit here on the ice with the drugs wearing off. At your age, or at any age, in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It's easier to live in their failure with this by your side. Tap on the tape recorder.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
Her shoulders shake a little. Nothing. If you've got this, don't be scared.
Okay. I'll stick to it.
Her teeth rattle. She takes the device from you and places it in her lap.
So, thanks, I guess, for the psych session. I guess that means we're even?
After a moment of silence, she speaks again. And then she smiles a little.
She means your little talk before, after your breakdown. It's all right, she means to say. You returned the favor.
Tell me more about this music place you've been planning in the church. Man, what a lovely interaction.
It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah.
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles. As a mean wind comes bellowing in, the 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek. So you want to turn the church into a club?
I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
Sure.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else?
My hay fever's doing a number on me here. What's anodic dance music?
You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
Oh, God. Right. Like what?
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
I do like me some electronic music.
You see clear, beautiful, violent flashes of light. Light cutting through a smoke-filled darkness. That is what the future will look like, if it ever comes.
This has been a really nice interaction. Inland Empire even hitting us in the feels somehow. Enough about the church then, I had another question.
Go ahead.
I'll talk to you, friends.
Okay, bye.
She turns her attention back to the recording device. Right, I don't think we're going to find this new location, but anyway. I'm going to end that episode there, guys. I planned to record for a bit longer, but I don't want to keep sneezing and ruining my own recording, so we'll leave it there. We've explored this new area bit on the approach to the church. We need to look for 3 locations, but I should probably check the map. It's just we can't really zoom in, you know, to get like specific locations. So I guess, yeah, we're going to be able to go over here. We're at here's the church, so we're kind of halfway between, maybe. Okay. We need a hat because we've foolishly given away our hat. So I'm going to need to put the perception hat back on. In fact, you know, let's just be, you know, let's not have a hat on for a bit. I want to look decent rather than, you know, blocking our face the whole time. Anyway, we'll leave that episode there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Apologies for my sniffles, but we'll pick it up from here in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a like if you did. Just remember, everybody, never trust and uncreate. I'll see you back in Revachol.